biggest update in Grow a Garden history and potentially Roblox history is coming to Roblox tomorrow. I'm going to be showing you everything you need to prepare. That way we can max this event out extremely fast. I do have a lot of insider information about this event, and I'm hopefully going to be able to tell you a bunch of information that's going to help you get ready for this event. That way you can destroy it whenever it finally does come out. Anyways, guys, let's go ahead and get right into this video. So as you guys can see, we've gotten a bunch of leaks. I haven't really gone into too many of them. I've been really busy this week, and I've actually haven't even been home to make videos. So if that's if you've been waiting on one of my uploads for this week, and I didn't upload on Thursday, that's why. So basically, let's go ahead and get into what you need to do to prepare. That way you can make the most amount of money possible and max the event out when it comes out. Now, this is going to potentially be the biggest update ever. As you guys can see, there are already 6 million people interested, which I believe is the highest amount so far, like just off the bat like that. But yeah, biggest event yet. And yeah, there's a bunch of new stuff in the shop, like they've already said here, and it's going to be pretty crazy. So what do you need to do to prepare? That way you can make a ton of money. I know I'm kind of yapping a bit. So it does say there is a new limited summer harvest event to celebrate the coming of summer. Explore all new summer season and join forces with other gardeners to participate in the summer harvest event. This update brings brand new seeds, pets, craftable items, and new weather events, features, and so much more in this update. Like we theorized in multiple other videos, there is going to be, from what we know, at least what it worded as and what sounds like, new items in the actual shop that you can go ahead and buy. These are not going to just be, you know, just a new add-on to it. So the entire idea basically of this update is that there are seasons, and from what the leaks sound like, it makes it sound like every 4 seasons, which are how many seasons are in a year, you're going to get new seeds in the shop, completely new seeds based on the season and the time you're living in. For me, it's summer. For most people in the entire world, where this game's being developed, it's obviously in the summer. So that's why they're doing the summer season. And I believe they'll follow suit with winter and all of that fall. But yeah, summer season is finally here. So here's what you need to do. There's going to be new seeds. We pretty much have already established that, and we know that there's going to be a bunch of new seeds. So here's what you need to do. Some of these seeds are pretty expensive, and one thing you need to know is that these seeds are required for the event. A lot of these seeds are needed for the event. So the specific fruit that you can grow from the new shop, you're going to need for the event. And what do you mean by event? Well, there's going to be some sort of new event. I'm not sure how much of it I can actually say, but there's going to be some sort of new event here at spawn. That way you can obviously complete it for the summer event. So not only is there actually going to be new seasons, like we already talked about a second ago, but there's going to be the new summer event here. So the bee shop, I believe, will be replaced. That way you guys can go ahead and complete the new event. Now, another thing you do want to note and take care of is obviously just getting a ton of money. So what is the best way to get a ton of money? Also, I do have a couple more things I want to share in the end of this video, or a little bit, or in a second. So stay tuned for that. What is the best way to make money right now? Well, obviously the candy blossom, we already know that candy blossom's really good for money. But really, any way you can get a bunch of mutations on ember lilies, moon mangoes, really any of these plants that we've talked about, you've probably heard and hyped up a lot. Just farm those, just AFK those a lot. Like, that's really the main thing you need to focus on, especially if you want to make a ton of money, get a bunch of mutations on them. We already know there's going to be a bunch of mutations. Now, the next thing that you need to do for this update, right? This next upcoming up is going to be get a bunch of really expensive stuff in your farm, not harvested, but ready to be harvested. And that is because obviously there are always admin events in the server that he goes ahead and does on Sunday or Saturday. But also keep in mind that there are a bunch of new weather events, like we already took a look at by this page right here. It says new summer weather events. And obviously we want to get a bunch of new mutations on our stuff. That way it sells for even more. So I'm telling you right now, the best strategy is going to be getting a bunch. And when I say a bunch of mutations, I mean a bunch. I have a bunch of bamboo that were all stacked right here, and I've literally just been letting them sit here and collect mutations. And that's what I've been doing for a bunch of fruit in my garden. But with these new mutations on top of them, stuff like this right here that I have that has a bunch of mutations can get even more and be worth even more in the long run. So that's why you need to go ahead and do that. Same for the moon mangoes, ember lilies, all of these. I'm just going to wait and just let them get mutations because they're going to sell for way more and make way more money in the long haul. So it's way better if you do that, especially with the new weather events coming out. But we are not done yet. There is a lot of other stuff coming to the game that I currently can't spoil. I'm not allowed to because obviously I'm a tester for the game, and that would be against the rules. But when I say get money ready, I mean get money ready. You're going to need money no matter what. You're going to need a bunch of money. Also, keep in mind, if you like to buy these packs right here, there's going to be new items in the limited time shop. So if you want to get a bunch of Robux saved up, I would recommend doing that. If you have a bunch of honey like I do and you're looking to spend it, now is your time to spend it because I believe the honey event is going to go away. We're also suspecting this game to go ahead and hit 20 million concurrent active players. The game's been just going insanely viral, so it's pretty much bound to happen. So we're probably going to get some kind of reward for that. So you want to make sure you're in the server when that goes ahead and happens, because obviously you want to get the rewards. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Just mainly focus on getting a bunch of money because you're going to need the money for these new seasons. I'd also make sure you have a lot of extra space in your garden for the new plants. But yeah, that's pretty much it.